24th. We have a lot of news to talk about. First things first, going to call myself out. I know this graphic says at least 8 killed in a southern storm. I need to update it now because I've been seeing numbers that 10 people were killed in different states across the South region. Yesterday we were tracking the tornado watch yesterday afternoon here on News Now. Well, now we have video of all the tornado damage, and it is pretty sad to look at. I'm going to go ahead and start by showing you some video from the South, and I guess we're going to kick things off on News Now with a little bit of sadness and tragedy. I apologize. Still hope you're having a wonderful Christmas Eve. Let's start with this one from Fox National called Wicked Weather. They sent us a couple of these. And this video is crazy.
Unusual weather is causing deadly destruction in parts of the nation. In Mississippi, at least one tornado touched down in the northwest part of the state.
That is it.
That's it. You see the stuff flying everywhere?
The biggest threat for tornadoes in a region of more than 3.5 million people in the Midwest and South. That according to the National Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma. In Arkansas, even members of the clergy are asking for divine help.
It did look just like a small tornado. The wind, just debris began to come in a cloud. It snapped off a pine tree by my truck, and I just slammed my seatbelt on and just think, Lord, just let me survive this.
While twisters are ripping up parts of the South, the system is causing unseasonably warm weather along the eastern seaboard.
Everybody told me to bring scarves, hats, gloves, but we've not needed them.
What do you think of this weather?
It's good. Apart from the rain yesterday.
I think it's due to the global warming, which a lot of people don't want to accept.
It's strange. I was expecting cold. I was expecting to have to be wearing lots of layers, and it's always been a dream of mine to have a white Christmas. So I mean, it's a little disappointing, but it's still New York City, so I'm not complaining at all.
Only about half the nation can expect a white Christmas this year, but in the southern cities of Atlanta and Charlotte, North Carolina, Christmas Eve highs are expected to be in the mid-70s. In a wet but warm New York, Molly Line, Fox News.
People all across the Southeast and Midwest are cleaning up this Christmas Eve after being hit by powerful storms. Multiple tornadoes have been confirmed and many have lost their homes. Mississippi is one of the hardest hit areas. Damage is widespread in Alabama, Arkansas, and Tennessee as well.
We were in the house, we heard the wind picking up, we just dashed out to the storm shelter, and we had 45 seconds, and it just hit. We walked out of the storm shelter, everything was gone. We didn't hear anything. We just opened that door and the house was gone. It was the biggest shock of my life. It took my breath away.
I looked up, the roof was blowing off the house, and I just hold on, I held on to it as tight as I could.
This post office was destroyed when tornadoes hit Tennessee. No employees were inside at the time.
The calls come out. Your heart just sinks, and it makes you feel terrible, and you want to just run and help do the best you can.
And in the Midwest, rain and high winds causing damage in the Detroit area, including a possible tornado. The National Weather Service confirms an EF1 tornado did tear through Greenwood, Indiana, destroying this children's center.
We've conducted primary searches of all the buildings. We've also searched the general area around. We have no victims at this time. We have K-9 en route from the Michigan State Police and also K-9 from our own jurisdiction to search some of the surrounding fields just to be as a precaution at this point. But we do not believe we have any injuries at this point.
The temperature here about 70 degrees, unusually high for this time of year. Record-breaking warm weather expected in states all along the East Coast. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
Now this is video in Mississippi of homes damaged. Obviously it is very sad to look at some of this video of the storm damage. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that lower third. Again, a devastating string of tornadoes rolled through parts of the southeast yesterday. This video is from Clarksdale, Mississippi. We first heard reports of tornadoes in Clarksdale. That was the area that we were tracking yesterday afternoon on News Now. And apparently this storm was said to have damaged or destroyed as many as 20 homes. In Clarksdale, the town mayor said that the only casualty within Clarksdale was a dog that was killed by storm debris. The mayor also said the storm barreled through a small airport, overturning many planes, leaving an unknown number of people injured. We know that the town's civic center is open for shelter to anyone who needs it. Again, storm system, as of yesterday, had killed at least 6 people. This morning we're learning that 10 people killed in this storm. And here is more video out of Mississippi. More video out of Mississippi of a tornado caught on camera. Again, this is video from Clarksdale, Mississippi. At least 40 people have been injured as a result of these storms. We know 10 people killed, including a 7-year-old boy from Mississippi who died when the car was flung. Now this is video from Lambert. Mississippi. This video was shot by a resident. You can see that tornado right there. You can see that large tornado funnel making its way across a field. Again, dozens of homes and other buildings injured in tornado. Now, the spokesman for the state's emergency management agency out in Mississippi says that there are more than 40 people injured just across the state of Mississippi. We know that Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas were all affected by this storm. And here is more tornado damage from Mississippi.
That's the our number one priority. If we do have someone that is stranded or someone that is trapped, we're trying to clear each street, each county road, each highway, going door to door to make sure we can eliminate all the possibilities there's still someone that needs help.
It's going to devastate it. I mean, we don't have any, we run EMS and fire both, and we don't have anything. We got this tanker and one pumper. So we got dug it out with a backhoe just in case we have a fire.
This is video from Sardis, Mississippi. Again, we're hearing from both Mississippi Highway Patrol and a resident in the area. That resident is also a volunteer with the fire department. Again, it has turned into a desperate search for survivors after these deadly tornadoes swept through the region last night, Mississippi and Tennessee. Again, this is the damage that resulted in Sardis, Mississippi. Again, at least 5 people killed, including a 7-year-old boy who died in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Again, that number is actually more than 5 now, about 10 people killed in that area of the South. The 7-year-old boy killed in Holly Springs, Mississippi when the storm tossed the car he was riding in, and 2 people who were killed in Tennessee just outside of Nashville. Now the crews were going home door by door, sifting through the wreckage and the debris looking for trapped or injured survivors. Now, this is video of how a tornado flipped a semi-truck in Mississippi. Again, this is video captured by a local storm chaser. It shows the funnel cloud making its way towards the highway in Sardis. Then it touches down, sending debris everywhere, leaving behind a big mess. Part of the destruction includes a semi-truck flipped over on its side, along with hundreds of snapped trees and homes which have been leveled. Let's continue to watch this clip and see all of the video that this storm chaser captured.
You can see the stuff flying everywhere.
Look how big that dude is at wide.
Now this is a video shot by a passerby of a tornado in Clarksdale.
That is it.
That's it. You see the stuff flying everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You get it right here on this side.
Yeah.
This upcoming video shows storm damage in Como, Mississippi. Again, storm damage in Como, Mississippi. So in this video, you can see emergency crews checking out the remains of what was once a home in Como. Again, a very sad situation out in the south. Again, at least 10 people killed in a wave of severe weather.
Bill, another I can see debris. See debris.
Now this video you're looking at is from Clarksdale, Mississippi. This was some of the earliest video that we got in when we first heard reports of the tornado out in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Yesterday we saw Tornado Watch and Clarksdale both trending nationwide on Twitter. And really just very devastating. The tornado touching down around 3 o'clock Arizona time. Many areas in the south on tornado watch until 9 p.m. Eastern time. We know a tornado warning was in effect until 9 p.m. Again, now I'm showing you amateur video of the funnel cloud in Clarksdale. Many people passing by, capturing whatever video they could, posting it online. Obviously, quite a shock to see these tornadoes, a result of the upside down weather across the country that is a result of El Nino. As you know, it is colder in many West Coast cities like Phoenix and Los Angeles than it is in places that are commonly cold like New York and Boston.
That is it. That's it. You see the stuff flying?
Now this is one more video out of Mississippi of damaged homes after the tornado struck. We know the tornado leveled homes throughout Mississippi, damage being reported in 6 counties in Mississippi. Again, a 7-year-old was killed in Marshall County. 2 other people killed in Benton County. And overall, we're hearing at least 40 people injured as a result of these storms. Now, moving on to damage within Tennessee. This is video coming in from Tennessee. Mississippi, again, was not the only state affected by these deadly storms. We know a state of emergency has been declared in Tennessee after the powerful storms moved across the region last night. The governor making the order, bringing the state to a level 3 state of emergency. Now, the storm swept through parts of the state, causing widespread damage. In Perry County, Tennessee, a man and a woman were found dead underneath the rubble of their home. And all across the state, damage is being reported. In fact, in Wayne County, Tennessee, extensive damage to homes with many trees getting knocked down. 500 people were said to be without power until this morning. Now, we know that the storms hit at Tennessee around 6 o'clock local time and lasted until about 9 o'clock. And tornado warnings had been issued for all of Middle Tennessee. Now, here is video of a post office completely destroyed in Tennessee. Post office in Lutz, Tennessee, destroyed yesterday when the tornado hit that area. Coastal officials and emergency responders said the building was demolished by the strong winds that swept through the area. Fortunately, no employees were inside at the time of the impact.
I know all these people here. We have a pretty close relationship, and when I hear them on the radio, the calls come out, your heart just sinks, and it makes you feel terrible, and you want to just run and help do the best you can.
Now we know at least a dozen tornadoes swept throughout the southeast Wednesday night during that unusually warm weather. Again, at least 10 people killed. Now here is a story, here's a clip about just the El Nino weather that is affecting the United States.
For right now, being wintertime, it's fantastic. I work outside, and it is fantastic weather for being December, almost January.
Again, that fantastic description really depends on where you live in the country. Obviously, people in D.C., New York, and Boston enjoying this unseasonably warm weather. Here is video from Washington, D.C. You can see it is shorts
Everybody told me
weather.
to bring scarves, hats, gloves, but we've not needed them.
What do you think of this weather?
It's good, apart from the rain yesterday.
I think it's due to the global warming, which a lot of people don't want to accept.
It's strange. I was expecting cold. I was expecting to have to be wearing lots of layers, and it's always been a dream of mine to have a white Christmas. So I mean, it's a little disappointing, but it's still New York City, so I'm not complaining at all.
But this kind of weather right now, beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm not a fan. I mean, nature's set up to work best when everything's seasonal. I mean, sure, it's great to be down here fishing, for the steelhead and brown still, not having to freeze your butt off on the ice, but, it also sucks because, rabbit hunting's no good.
I think we live in unpredictable times. Yeah, nothing's what you think it's going to be.
Love it. I love it. It's about time we get some snow. We had some snow at our house last night, and just kind of makes it nice for the holiday season.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we had a pretty hot summer this year. We broke a lot of records almost on a daily basis. So I think it's great that we're getting, get some of that moisture back in here.
Well, it may look like Christmas with all the decorations here on the Avenue of the Americas, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. It's a balmy 71 degrees here in Midtown Manhattan. That smashes the old record of 63, the high for this day set back in 1996. If you don't believe me on the temperature, there's your time and temperature clock right there. This is a trend. There have been 2,600 daily record highs already broken this December nationwide, according to the Weather Channel. So during this blowtorch heat wave, why not go ice skating? Some people have been doing that at Bryant Park, a few blocks south of us, near the crossroads of the world. Some wearing coats and sweaters, but others in T-shirts. Certainly decent weather to do your last-minute Christmas shopping, with highs 10 to 35 degrees above normal. 73 expected in D.C. and Atlanta today, 63 in Louisville, 55 in St. Louis, and 64 in Pittsburgh. So anyone hoping for a white Christmas, pretty much out of luck on this side of the nation.
there is almost no chance of a white Christmas along the East Coast. The temperatures will be well above average, well above freezing. If anything, we're going to have a wet green Christmas anywhere from the Gulf Coast northeastward into the mid-Atlantic and up towards the big cities.
The warm weather equals tough times for ski resorts on the East Coast, including Appalachian Ski Mountain in North Carolina, only able to open 6 times so far this season. The lack of snow is forcing the folks in Blowing Rock to make their own with 60 guns, but that takes millions of gallons of water. It's the largest expense for the resorts. In fact, in Pennsylvania and New York, many ski areas are listing 0 trails in operation because of the unsuitable temperatures, and many of them won't make snow until we get some kind of a cold front, which may happen sometime next week. In the meantime, we can all go to the beach. In New York, Rick Leventhal, Fox News.
Oh my God, Rick Leventhal has the best life.